No, but I see you are.
We're performers all, aren't we? Me, the dutiful husband, you, the loving wife.
I can see what Patricia means. You really don't deserve her.
Nobody deserves Patricia. She was invented by God to test our belief in him.
You've got full power, Captain. Stop responding! Give it back to Ken! That's them! They're not moving! It's all gone haywire here!
It is the desire that there be an unalterable, unchallengeable, tyrannical authority
all about the World Trade Center.
who can convict you of thought crime while you are asleep, who can subject you, who must indeed subject you, to a total surveillance
It was a military plane.
around the clock, every waking and sleeping minute of your life, I say of your life, before you're born, and even worse than where the real fun begins
we just saw
after
it
you're dead.
happen.
What could abolish our integrity? What could abolish our honesty, our decency, our dignity more in that? The second, third,
Babe, are you there?
is a little more pragmatic. Religion is our
they're
first.
checking the World Trade Center, not
That's
us.
why I'm so fascinated with it. It's our first version of the truth. It's our first attempt as a species. It's what we tried when we didn't know anything. We didn't know we lived on a spherical planet. We didn't know that our planet revolved around the sun. We didn't know that there were microorganisms that explain disease.
Huge plane.
We thought diseases came from curses or witches or ill-wishing or devils or dust devils. We didn't know anything from the childish, terrified, ignorant origins of our animal primate species. We come as origin. It's also our first attempt at philosophy, our first attempt at morality, our first attempt at healthcare, actually, but because it was our first, it is our worst. We now have better explanations for all these dreads, and we have cleared up all of these mysteries, yet we still dwell. And in some countries, in some societies, not just dwell, but live under a totalitarian regime that forbids us to think about the progress that has been made, or denies us the knowledge that these advances have in fact occurred. So it has become, where once it probably was an aid to us, the Bible, a really great peril to our continued ability to live as a civilized species. Thus, it seems to me that in point of its proposing of a totalitarian solution to what is after all a real problem, to its ghastly reliance upon the supernatural rather than the much more miraculous, much more beautiful, much more elegant, much more numinous, much more harmonious natural explanations. Think how much more elegant and persuasive they are than the idea of the burning bush, or the demand that without circumcision there can be no redemption. Just picture it. And then I'll give you one final thought experiment. Devils or dust devils. This is what you have to believe now, if you're a monotheist. Because we now know things we didn't used to know. We know that the human species could be as much as 200,000 years ago. It becomes separate from the Cro-Magnons and the devils, or dust devils, the rival trees. And fights over land, over territory, over food, over women, over tribalism. Frightening too. For 95, 96,000 years, heaven watches this. With folded arms, with indifference, with coldness. And then around 3,000 to 4,000 years ago, but only in really barbaric, illiterate parts of the Middle East. Not in China or where people can read or think or do science. No. In barbaric, illiterate, backward parts of the Middle East, it's decided we can't let this go on, we better intervene. And what better way than by human sacrifices and plagues and mass murder? And if that doesn't make them behave morally, we just don't know what does. If there is a single person in this room who can bring themselves to believe anything remotely like that, they convict themselves of being, first, very stupid, and second, very immoral. And thus it seems to me that the case for divine intervention and for the supernatural falls, and that we should be glad that it's fallen. And thank you.
You're always going to have problems lifting a body in one piece. Apparently the best thing to do is cut up a corpse into 6 pieces and pile it all together.
Someone mind telling me, who are you?
And when you've got your 6 pieces, you've got to get rid of them. Because it's no good leaving it in the deep freeze for your mum to discover now, is it?
You can try.
Is it working?
Then I hear the best thing to do is feed them to pigs. You've got to starve the pigs for a few days, then the sight of a chopped up body will look like curry to a pisshead. You've got to shave the heads of your victims and pull the teeth out for the sake of the pig's digestion. You could do this afterwards, of course, but you don't want to go sieving through pig shit now, do you? They will go through bone like butter. You need at least 16 pigs to finish the job in one sitting, so be wary of any man who keeps a pig farm. They will go through a body that weighs 200 pounds in about 8 minutes. That means that a single pig can consume 2 pounds of uncooked flesh every minute. Hence the expression, as greedy as a pig.
Well, thank you for that. That's a great weight off my mind. Now, I mean, if you wouldn't mind telling me who the fuck you are, apart from someone who feeds people to pigs, of course.
Do you know what Nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent. Personified in this case by a horrible cunt. Me. Gentlemen,
You're worrying about that billion-dollar coffin striking the moon. Spare a thought for the millions that they might have fed with all that technology and expertise. How concerned all our great statesmen are about those 3 wonderful human beings, while millions of others can rot to death. Listen, Zombie. Listen to me. I found a way to do God's dirty work for him. The royal chieftain, her parasites, and the whole gang of international rabble-rousers are going to bleat to the almighty nothing in his great temple to give praise for £3 million. I promise you, the moment they kneel to pray,
Oh my God.
I will bring the whole edifice down on their unworthy heads.
He sounded quite mad, and yet I believed every word he said.
I had to go to him.